Joining us this morning, as we've been mentioning, Jim Tupa, a good friend of ours for many, many years.
Easy on the many years.
We don't want to say too many
Yeah, I think you're going to say easy on the French.
Yeah.
Well,
And
that
also,
goes without saying.
Also, a couple of guests that Jim brought in, Nick Morris and
Mikey Furl.
Mike Farrell, who I know your dad really, really well. Ricky.
I got stories about him.
Yeah.
If you'd like to hear them.
Grew up in the neighborhood.
He's probably heard them before anyway.
Actually, you know what Rick did? I swear to God, this is hilarious. When my son and him were young, they used to play football in my dad's backyard on Sundays. And Ricky threw a pass to my nephew, Michael Allshouse. Mike didn't go up to catch the ball, and it went through a plate glass window,
Yeah.
shattered it, and my dad was livid. So Ricky left.
Oh, of course,
you might want to bring that up.
He ran away.
Shoes were smoking on the way out of the yard, right?
Oh boy, it was not a good morning. Good
Showed some speed then.
Long time ago, probably 30 years ago. Jim, wanted to have you in. You got the scholarship going on in Lanie's name.
Yeah, that kind of took off. You know,
Did it?
Yeah, it went well. You know, I mentioned it to a couple places, and you know, they ran with it, and fundraisers that the boys and the families did during our fundraisers to support the team.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we raised over $2,000 this year for the scholarship,
Okay.
so that'll help us carry it into years to come, and
That's great.
fundraisers that we do from now on, and businesses donating, that'll be fine. You know, Keith donated, of course. He steps up.
Always.
H&R Block, Miss Pelagi, she stepped up over there. Joe Raisin, quite a few businesses in town helped us out, and then we auctioned off Cavs tickets. One of the parents donated Cavs tickets, and just different stuff and donations. So we raised over $2,000.
This will be an annual thing. I
Yes,
guess, right?
yes.
Do you do a reverse raffle with that?
Well, we were doing stuff for the Lanie Fund, for the scholarship fund.
Behind me, but not
At the reverse raffle.
At the reverse.
We did a night at the races this year for fundraisers for the baseball team, and we did a reverse raffle, and we did the sock hop.
Okay, we're talking about Lanie Powell.
Spring fling, I should say.
Spring, yes, right. We're talking about Lanie Powell, who tragically lost her life here was it last year, Jim?
Yeah.
I think it was last year. Tragically, and it was one of the saddest stories that I ever had to cover in all my years in covering news, and that's 48 years. So believe me, that tells you something. So Jim has put together this scholarship through American Legion, called Post 151, which he coaches.
Yes. This is my 8th year.
Is it 8 years?
Yeah.
Do you still dress up in that uniform?
Usually, right now we're on a streak, so this is what I'm wearing.
Stay with it.
If you guys are seeing me on TV and you happen to come out to the game tonight, because we do have a game in town.
You do?
At 6 o'clock. Yeah.
At COL?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
And then tomorrow we actually have 3 games. One team has a doubleheader, and then the other team comes down and plays at 6 o'clock.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nick, now what team? You're with the Bruisers. What position do you play?
I usually play second, or I'm in the outfield.
Okay. Okay. Michael?
Second and third.
Second and third. Okay.
Mikey's just coming off a little injury. He hurt his elbow at the beginning of the season, so he's just, as y'all know, when we're watching Major League Baseball, it takes some guys a little bit of time to get back in.
Sure.
You know, he's working hard, and you know, as all the boys are, but you know, you got to work a little extra when you come off an injury. So,
how long does the season last, Jim?
we'll be done by about the middle of July, and then we'll start like a fall league team. You know,
Oh, really?
A fall thing together. Yeah, we just started our second half of the schedule, but the way our schedule is, we'll do about 50 games.
Is it really?
Wow.
That's good. I like that.
Both teams, though, not just 25
Yeah.
apiece. Both teams will probably be close to that by the time we get done with tournaments and.
Is obviously a traveling
Yes,
team?
yes, yeah. We went to Harbor Creek a few weeks ago with the black team, and we won that tournament. Actually, the picture was in the Star Beacon yesterday.
I saw that. Yeah.
And
Very
then
nice.
the black team played in a tournament in Jefferson, while the blue team was playing in a tournament in Lyndhurst. And we got the word that the blue team won their tournament in Lyndhurst, and we won our tournament in Jefferson.
That's great.
So
Now, you have to explain this because a lot of us don't know the difference between the two teams.
well, one team has been together for a long time. which is the black team. I mean, they've been together probably, what, 4 or 5 years, Mikey? They've been playing together, a lot of the boys, since they were 8 years old.
Okay.
In a traveling thing. The blue team is kids that we know have the talent, and we want to make sure that that talent stays here with us. So we're kind of trying to develop them boys, so we have a nucleus of boys just keep moving up.
Sure.
And we're going to continue to develop the smaller, you know, the
See, I didn't know you did that. I didn't know you had the younger kids.
well, this is the first year for that. It used to be just senior league,
Yeah.
Right.
which was
I thought
basically high school kids. And I kind of felt that this time our talent level wasn't there to compete, because this year, which is the last year for it, you can still compete with basically first year college boys
Yeah.
up to 19. After this year, once you graduate from high school, that's your last year to play.
So you're basically put together like a farm team
Right.
that is going to eventually be on the
Right.
big team.
Yes.
What age group are these?
12 to 15.
12 to
How old are
15.
you, Mike?
14, 13.
13. Okay.
Yeah, we have some boys on the blue team that are actually 12, just going to be turning 13, or have just turned 13.
Yeah.
And you know, they have the talent to play. They're just not developed to where they need
Well,
to be.
that's a great age because they are
Yeah,
developing.
right.
See,
They
we
can
played
only get
pony. We
better.
played pony league at that age.
Right.
When we had
Right.
CLL, but I talked to a coach a couple weeks ago, and I asked him about Lindor with the Cleveland Indians, and they go, "You got to remember, he's a raw talent, and you got to get that raw talent into the right mix to bring him up to the
Right.
big leagues."
Right.
And basically, that's what they're doing with him. They're getting him ready to come
Yeah.
up.
And the boys will tell you we're kind of sticklers for the fundamentals of the game.
It's the name of the game.
You know, you got to be in the right spots for your cutoffs, and they hear about it. You know, if they're not there, and we're letting them know. And
No mental mistakes.
yeah, that's the big thing. In this, you know,
What do you think about these ball players, especially outfielders? Well, all of them actually, catching with one glove. We just
ask our boys what I think about it.
what do you guys think?
What do they tell you about?
He hates
That's
it
a
so
no-no.
much.
It's got to be two hands,
Well,
right?
see, if you're catching it here and you got runners on base, now you got to bring your arm up, you got to
Right.
bring your throwing hand up
Right.
to transfer the ball. Everything's got to be right there.
There's a
You got to be
reason
ready to
behind
go.
it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just not two hands to trap the ball in there. There's a lot of stuff behind that besides, you know, keeping the ball in with the other hand.
Yeah, yeah. I used to get yelled at all the time because I wanted to showboat, you know. But I learned real quick, it's better to have the other hand there, you know,
Oh, sure.
keep that glove.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
a reason for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Hey, we drifted away from the scholarship fund here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. They're flying all over.
Now let's get back to that.
The employees over at CSP did a Mother's Day wreath. They raffled off a Mother's Day wreath, and they raised $425.
Did they really?
It's fantastic.
Well, you know, Grandma and Mom work over there at CSP. So
Oh, really?
The employees decided they'd do something, so that went into the scholarship
That's
fund.
great.
And we gave out our first scholarship this year at the banquet at Conneaut High School. So
Who's
our-
winner?
Danny Heinen.
Oh, Danny. Okay.
Yeah, we had the criteria was pretty tough, I guess, but you know, I wanted 100 community service
How do you
hours.
pick them, Jim?
Well, they send in applications. You know, they get an application from us and they
Okay.
fill out some stuff, and then we go by grade point average,
Community service,
community
probably.
service,
Extracurricular
and
activities.
two of the kids that applied one had over 200 hours of community service, and one had over 300 hours of
Wow.
community service.
That speaks
And
well for them.
you know, for you to graduate, you need 25 hours. So for them, you know, we're not really looking for the kid that's got just the 25 hours you just squeak through. We want somebody that's over and above, because that's what we think Lanie would have been, over and above.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
At 4 years old, she was over and above
Sure
already
she
for
was.
us, you know.
Sure
So
Yeah.
yeah, Danny Heinen won this year's
Okay.
scholarship.
Good for Danny.
We
for
gave,
her.
you know, that was a $500
Yeah.
scholarship, and
Okay.
you know, when you're going off to college,
Every penny counts.
Yes.
Every
Every penny
penny counts. Absolutely.
and mom and dads are thankful for every penny, for every
hear
penny
you.
too, because
I hear
it
you.
could get really ridiculous.
Well, you know, and this is great because this will be an annual thing and it'll always, not that we will ever forget Lanie, but it'll always keep her memory.
Oh yeah, yeah, and we had, like I said, we have enough money now that we could go a few more years without doing anything right now.
Sure.
But that's not how it's going to be, because I'm not
Sure.
going to be lazy about that either. I'm going to make
Right.
sure
Sure
that
you
we
won't. Yeah.
continue to put money into that fund.
We're talking about the Lanie Powell scholarship that is going on right now, and you got anything planned for
We're gonna
More fundraisers?
Yeah, we're gonna do a car wash
Are you?
for that.
When? I need my car wash.
That we haven't planned out yet because of the way the season's going. So it'll be sometime in between the two, the fall league and the end of
I
our
don't know
season.
if I can hang on that long.
That might be what's holding the car together. Too, so you gotta look at both ways there too. Yeah,
That's true.
We don't want to be going to the scrapyard after we get done washing.
You're smarter than you look, Jim.
Oh, thank you.
So, you probably have other things planned.
Yeah, we're going to do some stuff as we go along, and right now, a lot of it being this is the first year for it, it's kind of fly by the seat of your pants.
Right.
And go
Sure.
this, that, and the other. And
Do you ever think about having like a spaghetti dinner or something? You can do that pretty cheap and make money.
Yeah, we've thought about a lot of things, and we've had businesses in town donate us spaghetti rigatoni and stuff for
Really?
fundraisers that we do.
That's
So,
good. That's good.
yeah, there's a few things in the works. We just haven't finalized anything yet,
Right.
just because we got to wait to see how the season's going.
Sure. So you're pretty much you still probably have a month and a half.
Yeah, about
baseball
that.
left?
Yeah, at least. Yeah.
Yeah.
For
But
a regular season and then playoffs for the
how do you
leagues.
do that? How do you keep up? I mean, you work a job and then you do this. I mean, you got to be on the go constantly.
Yeah. And having nobody involved anymore.
Yeah,
people
right.
look at me like, why? I enjoy doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy
It's a labor of love.
I enjoy helping the boys.
Absolutely.
I enjoy the community
And
reaction.
you love the sport.
And I love the sport.
Yeah, you
And,
have to.
You know, a lot of parents just kind of fade out after their kids are gone.
Mm-hmm.
And technically, I didn't have anybody for the past 2 years involved with baseball. Christian played for me for 5 years.
Right. Yeah.
And he hasn't played
How's he doing now?
very well. We just got he made the dean's list again for
Did he
Good for
really?
him.
So all year and all of last year he's made.
Is he at Walsh?
No, he's at Cleveland State.
Cleveland State. Okay. Good for him.
Yeah,
Good for him.
he's doing well. So.
Good.
And he's not coming home this summer, so mom's
Oh, really?
kind of.
Oh boy.
I'm
a
probably
little nervous.
probably making her tear up right now because
Oh.
he's not coming home. He met some kids there. He's been rooming with one of them for the past couple years.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they're together there. So.
Yeah. Yeah. He was quite a talent.
They're growing up.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
good
Quite
player.
a talent.
And a good student too.
Yeah.
Now let's kind of go back to the older fellas, the older team. How are they doing now?
A couple of them are playing that were still eligible to play. Are playing with Kingsville this year. C.J. Rice, Joey Burt. Can't remember who all. Clay Fertig is playing with Kingsville's
Clay.
Legion Post because they're the only senior league team now.
Okay.
But we have none around here anymore, so everybody's got to travel all over the place. Makes it kind of tough for scheduling, and same with us though. There's no junior league teams around here. The closest for them is in Columbus.
That
Really?
far away?
Yeah, there's some in Albion, but
Wow.
for state tournament play, you have to make sure that you play them there. We played an Albion team, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, junior Legion team down at home, and we beat them. The black team is 19-0.
Really?
And what's
You're undefeated.
you guys are about 500 right now
Yeah.
with tournament play and everything. So the boys are playing well on the blue team. They're, they get they'll get an error here or there, and they just, the kids are young. They're not at the age group where they can just kind of bounce back from it, or they're still hanging their heads and I just did this and whatever. But
Yeah.
they're playing well, so that's all
That's
we
great.
could ask at.
How do you coach them through that?
It's tough. You just got to keep motivating.
Yeah.
It's got to be positive. You're going to get on them, of course. And like I told the boys at the beginning of the year, I'm going to yell at you. I'm going to pat you on the butt. I'm going to talk to you nice. Is when I stop talking to you in any of those fashions, that's when you got to worry. That's when I've given up on you.
This is a good way to put it.
That's when I've given up on you.
That's
Then,
it.
then
Yeah.
you're done, because at this age right here, they still want to learn. And they don't know it, or they
great
don't
age.
show that they know everything about
That's a
the
great
game yet.
age.
So, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Jim, are they all from Conneaut, or are they from?
No, we have
various
kids
cities? Okay.
from Ledgemont School, Madison, Lakeside, Geneva, Grand Valley.
Okay.
I didn't miss anybody, did I?
Lakeside.
I think I got Lakeside in there, but yeah, they're Chardon.
Oh,
We got
Chardon,
kids from
too.
Chardon, yeah.
That's good for these young guys too, because they make friends.
Oh, yeah,
Right?
yeah.
You make friends with these guys.
Yeah.
So it's an opportunity.
So you are a pretty tough coach then.
I don't know. You have to ask these guys.
Is he a tough coach?
Don't be afraid to say, tell it like it is. Is he a bum or?
You can't say that.
Yeah, I know. You respect him, right?
You bum.
Nick, Mike, are
I can call
you
him.
guys planning to move up then, to go into the older?
Yeah.
Are you really? Eddie, what about following that? College? You thinking about college? You're too young to think about that now.
They're too young.
You're thinking about girls.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Not that there's anything wrong with
There's
that.
not anything wrong with that as long as we're not doing it, you know, we got to concentrate on what we got
That's
going
right.
here.
Yeah.
But we have one kid who just got a girlfriend, and he's playing better now, so. I
Good for him.
Yeah.
Whatever it works. That's funny. He's playing better now. That's good. Usually they play worse.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, their mind isn't there.
That's right. That's right.
I remember when I played in Little League and that, you're exactly right. Your attention span is really not there. I remember outfielders would let the ball go over their head and then they'd walk to get the ball. They wouldn't hustle. And
They get down on themselves.
They get down on
put their
themselves.
head down. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a growing experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what have you been doing there, Jim? I haven't talked to you for so
Well,
long.
just working. Of course, I get up at 2:30 in the morning for work, so.
Do you really?
Yeah, I leave out of the shop. I work at Cuyahoga Group, which is the old deck vending.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
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 And I leave out of the shop by 3:30.
That's early. Wow. That's
And
early.
you know, I got to try to get into lunchrooms before everybody's in there, because then you become a bank, and that just extends your day, you know,
Yeah.
because everybody's wanting
True.
change or whatever.
True.
What time you get done?
I get done before noon most days. I'd probably do between 6 and 8 hours a day, depending on what day it is. And then from there, I'll go home and eat something if I'm hungry, and then I go down to the field if we got home games and cut grass or.
How's the field doing down there?
Very well, yeah. This,
There was some concern with this bad winter we
yeah,
had.
it's all the fields are nice. J.J. Eaton's dad, he comes down and mows grass for him.
Oh, John?
Yeah, John comes down. And,
Does he really?
Yeah, he's down there a few days a week, if not
Good for
more.
him.
And
Good
he gets
man.
on that zero turn and he puts his headphones on and
That's great.
he just goes. The other day I went down, I was
Like
going to
that.
cut the grass, and he said he'd cut it. And when I got back down there for a game at 5 o'clock, he was still down there. So he's
good for
spending
him.
a lot of time down there.
Volunteering.
Volunteers, gets himself, you know, he gets out of the house. I'll tell you what, when you get on the zero turn, if you're looking for something to do and you want to cut grass and just kind of get away, you just get on there and everything goes out of your head. You're just,
Yeah.
True.
yeah.
True.
Linda Pachowski had her on yesterday, and Jack just got a zero turn, and I guess she ran it into a fence.
I try to get Julie on ours down there because she come down and helped me with the field the
Oh,
other day. And I said, this is that and that. She goes, oh, no,
There's a trick to
I'll
that.
water the infield. She goes,
Smart.
She said I made fun of her because I thought she'd be going around in
Yeah,
circles with
I
it.
can see.
Do you have to line your own field and all that stuff?
Bill Taylor still lines it. We do the
I
infield
thought
part
he
of
had
it.
given it up. Or
No, he's still down there.
Is
He's
he?
got a full-time job now.
Yeah.
Right.
And, you know, thank God for his family for that. You know, he just graduated from
Yeah.
school.
Therapy, I think.
Yeah.
therapy. Yeah.
Occupational therapy.
And he comes down, you know, when he's available now. He lined the fields the other day. And on both teams, we have parents that take care of the fields wherever we're
Okay.
playing. Mike's dad, Rick, he takes care of ours down here. Him and I, basically, he'll line the field before we play. And I'll go down, like today, I'm going to go down and drag it and make sure it's ready for our game tonight. If we get it in, hopefully we won't get any weather we're supposed to get, though.
That doesn't look good.
No.
Yeah.
Jimmy, where can people, is there somewhere to get a hold of you or somebody to donate to the Lanie Powell
Yeah,
Fund?
if you want to donate to the Lanie Powell Fund, you could send it to the American Legion at 272 Broad Street.
That's easy, yeah.
And when you make out the check, you have to make it out because of the nonprofit status. You have to make it out to American Legion Baseball, and down in the memo corner of the check, write Lanie Scholarship Fund. You know, because we have two separate accounts, of course.
Sure. Okay.
Or you can mail it to my house, and I live at 281 Reeg Avenue, either there. And somebody somewhere knows my phone number, so if you ask somebody if they know me, I'm sure somebody knows me
Sure.
somewhere around town.
Sure.
And they can get a hold of me that way. But usually through the American Legion, that makes it easier. It's easy to remember.
And you're looking at any donation. If somebody
Anything,
can afford
yeah.
$5,
Right.
a dollar,
It doesn't matter what it is.
Right.
It goes.
All adds up.
It all adds up, and it goes, you know, to a worthy
Absolutely.
recipient, I should say,
Yeah.
to, you know, to further their education. So,
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
Danny Heinen won the was it this year or last year's?
that was the first one.
First one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for her. Congratulations.
When will
Danny.
the next one be given out?
We give it out at the academic sport awards banquet
in the spring.
in the spring. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. I'm really proud of you. I think you're doing a tremendous job, not only for boys baseball, but also for Lanie, because you're keeping your name out there
Oh, yeah.
and
Absolutely.
helping out a lot of young people that are going to go to college. You know, like we said, every cent counts these days to help out
For sure.
for the scholarship.
And it's not just me. I mean, the boys' parents. You know, we have 20 kids, so
Yeah.
you have basically 40 parents, and they've all stepped up
It's like
to
a
the plate
family. It's like a
to,
family.
to the plate for that
Sure.
too. They're a part of it. The folks over at CSP and all the businesses in town that I mentioned,
Yeah.
you know, they're all a part of it. I'm just kind of the facilitator. Don't ask me to spell that, Steve, because I'm not doing it.
I'm just shocked that you pronounced it correctly.
I was going to say remiss one time today too, but I
Remiss?
I might be remiss, but I didn't know where to use that exactly. So
Oh, you just did.
Yeah.
Before I let you go, were you telling us the truth back in the radio days that your cousin is
Oh.
Tom Tupa?
Tom Tupa.
no, I wasn't telling you the truth. What happens is my dad and his dad are cousins. So however that falls in, second cousins.
Oh, so you're second
you're
cousin.
related.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
related, yes. Yes.
Tom Tupa, of course, was the former punter and player for Ohio State and went on to the pros and
I
punted for
think he
several
played for
teams.
Cleveland. Didn't
Cleveland,
Yeah.
the Jets, Arizona.
He? Retired now, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, and the boys are doing well too. One's at the Naval Academy, one's in Maryland.
Does he live around?
He lives in Brecksville. That's where the family.
Oh, really?
That's
Yeah.
where the family is from originally.
from?
And then my grandfather and my dad and his family, they moved into Cleveland, closer to my grandfather's
Okay.
work. So
Okay. So actually, you told the truth.
Kind of. Kind of.
when you're on the radio, you can do that because nobody can see your
That's
facial
right.
expressions. And
Yeah, rolling your eyes. And,
he's lying. I can tell.
we miss those days.
So thank you so much for coming in, Nick, Michael. I
Thanks,
appreciate
fellas.
you coming in, and good luck to you in your careers. Okay.
Good luck tonight. You have a game tonight, right? Good luck.